and they've been adding on split. Now, with the Jett nerf too, looks like they want to do the exact same thing on ASCENT.
FaZe starting off on the attacking side here on ASCENT. We've talked a lot about the dynamic duo that is BABYBAY and Dicey and how much impact they can find. I think it's I was about to say it's always interesting to watch BABYBAY on pistols in particular because he's been an absolute fiend in this stage, but alas, that's already been neutered.
And the thing about that dart really didn't give him a hint as to what was happening because Victor from way up top able to break that and just going straight again. Dry. Dicey just walks out.
Almost
that is super nice. Expect that alarm bot's going to actually do some work, but now Marved is left in a tough spot.
Seems to be okay in these tough spots as he gets 3 on the round, and Ye with the suppressive fire over the
back and spawn when that fault line's coming out.
There's another fault line. Gonna push things off at least towards A main at the very beginning. But otherwise quiet on most fronts. Do they expect Ye here?
Fight's going on the other side of the map at the same time, though. And there was a trap set up.
They did not expect Ye. He was only able to get 1.
And they're really just not winning on either side here. It's just pistols, but really good stuff from OpTic. Number one, to push on both sides at the same time. Not usually something that's happening, but also just to have that trap set up inside of A main. And again, this lane is just locked down because of the breach. Finesse, the fault line. It can't get in there without using a lot of utility. And even then, they have to wait for that to go off.
I got the spike.
Felt like FaZe poked and prodded for really the majority of that round, trying to get to A main,
30
as you were
seconds
saying,
left.
Bala, but never really came to fruition. And now, after realizing, well, we can't go that way.
This is still really
this
doable.
way
It's
works.
only a 2 versus 3.
Yeah, but it's got to be off of a big kill here, right?
Sure does.
Dicey only 2 bullets left in the headhunter, 10 seconds left in the round. You've got Finesse and Marved in a really good position. Marved takes care of Poised. Dicey meets the same fate. Again, Finesse seems to find himself right place at the right time. Bodes well for OpTic fans if he can continue to control things here.
We've got a double flash set up here. Finesse is going to go for it again. And the second pop flash from crashies.
Called it, but the Cod Burst provides a little bit of cover, just enough to keep them at bay for now. The Trailblazer going to swing back out, reestablish some control. Oh, the nade simming on all 3 of them. That can't feel good. Yay, still in market.
Oh!
So you see Victor going. That's vintage Victor these days. The fast lane ultimately provides a kill. Zia gets a second.
Spike planted.
And Victor got to safety too, all the way back in spawn. So now all 3, they still have control of this boathouse.
Take this. Go, go, go.
To give so much you can work with here, but one of those pieces falls. The second one does too. Yay with 71 HP in this 1v2. This is weak. And Ye's not going to do it this time around. It was close. Probably close.
He threw a knife all the way to A main. They set it up so that Crashes was not going to be there, but FaZe still reacting in the right way.
Scout destroyed.
Sort of force use from Ye early on. Crashies with a ghost. Dicey with a bullet between his eyes.
Oh. BABYBAY taking the time though, really, to trade that back, getting Victor off the angle. And look, Ye's actually explored a little bit. Marved is actually TPing for info all the way back. Are they falling from A main? Yes, they are.
Yeah, but where do they go from here? You've got Ye holding down Cat. You have an alarm bot mid towards market if for some reason Ye gets pushed off that angle.
Take flight.
Still 45 seconds here. This drone actually does pull off Finesse a little bit, but again, such range, and he has his fault line up, but he's going all the way back towards that B side.
Oh, and it wasn't just the drone, too. crashies hit a knife that tagged
30 seconds
Poach,
left.
so at
Cancel
least they saw that, but that's all they saw. It's coming out onto A. You see the gravity wall just a bit off, and Marved is not, as he's gotten 3 on the round already.
Enemy remaining.
Trying to anchor things down in hell, and he's
Spike
doing a
down A.
damn good job of it. He's already gotten 4, 13 seconds left. Poach left with the
10 seconds
unenviable
left.
task of trying to bring this thing back. He's not going to be able to do it. OpTic up 3-1 early on here.
Great stuff there. Again, from Marved on that A site. So far, it feels like it's locked down. It is. And OpTic is switching things up almost every single round. Different players on different sides of the map. Finesse is the only constant over towards that B site, but we've also seen him towards wine.
He has been a bit all over the place. 3 pistols in tow for FaZe here. Dicey has the tour de force. BABYBAY the only one with a rifle. And a relatively quiet start for FaZe.
I did like that segment that ended on the desk. Did about the defaults that FaZe do. A lot of times they're not supporting BABYBAY in the way that they are right now. In that match that they showed, oftentimes both POISED. Nice pick again from Dicey. He's just really pushing the pace, clearing.
He didn't count for Marv. Paranoia there as he's going to get a second. The guy's on pace for dropping 40 on this map. It cleans up 2 there, but Marv ended up getting...
The B main side this time. He tucked himself in the corner early on, but that's something that's lovely, right? The fault line, and you always guarantee yourself this position.
And this will be the second time Ye's caused problems from this spot. I wonder if, fool me once, I get the saying wrong every time, but you get the idea. Surely you expect him there.
All right, George Bush.
He is. Oh, the Trailblazers is going to give the spot away. They swing out, and he somehow just narrowly gets away with his life.
He didn't actually TP there either. So that's still active for him, and he's going to try to work a pick with it.
Oh, 5 HP, and he gets... Oh, I thought he got away. It looked like he went through, but no. Dicey cleans him up at the end.
Maybe back to working the rest of the map. He's going to make some noise over. Supamen has his ult as well. This could serve as both actually hitting B and a fake towards A, but no, it's just completely towards the B side as they work a pick on Cat.
Where are they going to go with the spike? It seems like it's still a bit unawares as they try to apply pressure on multiple fronts. Now the spike making its way in towards B. Got Dicey in a pretty good spot, but he's weak here. Ult out from Marved.
Spike planted.
Oh, and they can approach this from multiple fronts now. The bush feels a little bit disjointed. Remember, you've got Dicey in a pocket! He's only able to take 1. 3v2 in favor of FaZe here. Gotta be careful because Superman's on the flank and he's right behind him. He's gonna spot 1 head. Oh no. That's alright, that never happened. See it. 2v2 still left. crashies falls. It's all onto Marv. Marv, who's been almost automatic up until this point. And the bullets just were not landing in that instant.
And then Superman's also there to fall back on the flank the second time.
Operator in the hands of Ye holding down B with Finesse close by. No action on that side of the map, at least yet. It's a Blade Storm for BABYBAY.
Flash setup.
Oh! He had a shot at it, and there was the flash too. Pushes him back. Marv's able to reposition. I thought he was going to be able to get away to safety.
Spike down mid.
That's all right. crashies is going to clean everything up.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, I think he meant to actually dash there, man.
Stay down.
Oh, that's
Poach?
actually
See, it was crashies who cleaned everything up at the end of the day.
specifically. Was so good at staying close to his teammates.
Look at this buy out from FaZe. BABYBAY and Dicey, the only 2 with rifles. They're both the tip of the spear towards B here. Just like that, info gathered. BABYBAY takes damage, has to get pushed off.
Healed right back though, and they're dude, spotted this entire time. So that's just a free kill again.
And that one almost looked free too. Superman has picked up the rifle that was previously dropped by Dicey. BABYBAY is in a much more precarious spot.
They didn't have much utility to actually bring into this round. But both of those peaks, with 2 of the rifles that they brought in out of 3, completely dry. Oh, that's a nasty flick.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
Oh, he stunned
mid.
him with his own conk right there. And just went for it. I think he
30
saw a
seconds
shoulder or
left.
something like that. Now Spike's gone, so Poach has no chance.
This has, Bala, this has the potential or the hints of getting out of hand here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it's not just in the score. I think it in my opinion, it seems like OpTic really feel like they've been a page ahead of FaZe the entire way, and now
They banned bind instead of going for what seems to be their perma so far this season, which was fracture. So that's the type of thing that FaZe, it scares me for the series.
And if that's not scary enough, it's been a very pedestrian 26-6 start from Ye and Marved combined. So across 8 rounds, sure, why not?
Okay. Nice smoke.
Ye with the Yak, he's gonna get flashed up, able to teleport away, and FaZe take the space. As he's able to take care of crashies early on, and that's really the only bit of resistance that remained on the site.
Interesting that they go fast, and Ye's not there to actually receive in mid, which he has been in some cases. And they get the split on perfectly and use an execute to actually get out rather than trying to dry swing through. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Number 1, what we've seen so far has just been dry peaks. And number 2, you're going up against the best team in the world potentially.
Victor has ult. Dicey on the flank. We saw supamen in this position just a couple of rounds ago, and it wasn't very pretty to look at all. Dicey finds a bit more success before Ye stuffs that. He's gotten one with the headhunter, and now the operator. Spike ticking away though, and they're still outnumbered. Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna try to play their exits here, do as much damage as they can.
Finesse can survive in
One
pocket
enemy
too.
remaining.
FaZe may not.
But they wipe all the money out.
Light armor on 2 and 2 Spectres.
Looks like OpTic setting both the Kayo and the Neon. Say pushes to wine and gets an easy kill onto Poach.
I wonder
Both
how many
those
upgrades
guys.
he's gotten already.
It's got to be a few.
Arbok gets cleared. They have a good idea of where Finesse is now. He's going to get pushed off.
Surprisingly, on the topic of openers, these guys are going blow for blow on those first kills. And I've got to imagine it's Dicey who's leading that charge.
Yeah, given the stat line, that is surprising.
Yeah, it's 5-5 in first kills. This isn't that big of a deficit still for FaZe. I mean,
True.
We're approaching the end of the half, and eventually we're feeling like it will be, you know, an 8-4, something like that. But that's not all that terrible, honestly.
Continue to push forward across mid. BABYBAY
30
keeping
seconds
his way
left.
up. He's got the dash ready to go. The paranoia, the fault line, everything thrown their way, and he's got to step back.
It's moments away from not actually being able to dash there.
Yeah. Oh, but you're watching the Marved. The stun was too much. Okay, you've gotten past the first one. Can you get past Ye? 10 seconds left.
10
Oh, he's
seconds
so
left.
patient. My goodness, he's so
planted.
patient.
You are divided.
And that's a problem too, because BABYBAY was playing mid to cut off rotations. That's no longer a factor. Ye gets a third on the round. It's just down to supamen. It seemed like they had control, and just as quickly as they get it, they lose it. OpTic get to 7.
Big question marks on that round for me with FaZe. As they plant Gen, it looks like they're aware FaZe has to. The good thing, again, they are doing what they've been doing great in the open qualifiers, but I just don't think so far that's actually going to be enough. Because, sure, when they're pushing on one side of the map, BABYBAY's finding rotators, and that's what he did in that round. But they're just too slow to actually recover. He got a kill last round inside of mid. Again, Dicey actually so good at scaling.
Uh-oh. You gotta give it to him. The guy's persistent. Rolling Thunder in his way as he swings around. Finesse cleans that up, and again, we have to remember that FaZe didn't have very much to their name.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Finesse just marves him. 8-3 here for OpTic.
And keeping everybody stunned. Now, fast B for FaZe.
And I wonder if it's just to get the worm into POISED's hands. I think that's exactly what they were trying to do, but both of the openers out for FaZe fall. Thunder's Fury through, and you can look at it on the minimap, friends. OpTic is just starting to wrap around and suffocate the options that FaZe have. They've lost a main control. You still have Ye in your face trying to cause problems. And now
they have top mid control. They have them locked in at this point, Doug. There's no rotating. And the best part about that was crashies getting ulted by Poach, the Sova ult. And he just cancels it with his own.
It happened so quick, bro. OpTic was just like a flip of the switch. Take everything away from FaZe. Including the half. 9-3.
That has the most percentage of kills for their team out of any team. Oh, this is a fast execute.
Look at that, bro. The flash, the double flash, the fast lane, everything.
It's just so pretty to look at, even though it doesn't look like it's really... Okay, they're actually using that as a fake to rotate and catch the people in mid, and they're squeezing with Victor pushing into market. That is beautiful. They're cooking stuff up in the lab left and right. OpTic. And I've said this over already. They're doubling down on what made them good last stage. So far in 2022, it's been, let's really work with our coach. Let's really lead the meta. And let's be flexible in a lot of different ways right here. Victor playing Neon, Ye going over to Chamber. Finesse, most notably, I think, moving off of Killjoy and onto Breach here.
I have no idea. Poach trying to dash around, but the clip runs dry. It's awkward, but Finesse gets it at the end. A 4K to get off.
Also, just to make sure that's permanent, right? Something that they
Yep.
didn't do last year. Let go of some of their talent. Same look, but this time they're not pushing in through market, and they're just going to take the site. That's something now that you have to expect them to be able to do whenever they do that execute. It could be either a market crunch that's looking like an A execute, or an A execute that's looking like a market crunch.
And that gets so difficult to deal with, right? Because you have to be able to account for both, and it keeps them guessing. Although for now, FaZe is doing okay. Of course,
what is that?
That's, well,
I mean, that's
Neon, right?
Last player standing.
Somehow this gets to a 1v2. Finesse has the advantage. He's healthy too. He's got to get rid of Poised Spectre. That's the only real threat on the other side. Spots a shoulder, a ponytail. Flash in his face. The spam through it. It's not going to be enough. Poised cleans him up. FaZe are going to get to 4.
What just happened? From this point, OpTic was undefeated on their anti-ecos. They've been clean on them in a sense, and then all
themselves quite the buffer. Still up 6 here. You've got the Rolling Thunder in Finesse's pocket.
They want to get Kayo's ult up for the next round too. Evidence.
Spike down.
And they'll be able to do so with an orb. But nothing off the barrier.
With the deficit this big though, FaZe have to try to get out of this as cleanly as possible. You already know BABYBAY and Dicey are going to have to rebuy armor. If nothing else. A little bit more, but now the spike comes down. The swing out from Supamen at the exact same time. Uh-oh.
I've seen this story before. Not that crazy, but still. When you're going up against the dude. Oh, hold on. Another. Dude, they're just so interesting to watch.
Oh, BABYBAY. He
He just got through. How did he get through?
And he got tagged up down to 26 HP. You hear the no command come through. Poise has already fallen as they've taken control of A. There's really nothing close enough to fight back quite yet, so the one exception.
I love how Marved is also mixing in these shrouded steps while the execute is happening, using his ability to really break crossfires, break anything. FaZe didn't have anything on the site, and because there was the Rolling Thunder. So, Knife gonna come back up for crashes as well, and that could really, really cause problems.
No ultimate to speak of for FaZe with the exception of the Blade Storm. Op falls. Yay in a good spot to continue to be problematic. Marved close by too, and they're out, man. Save the op. Save as many rifles as you can. This round's a loss.
That's chaotic to start things off. I mean, BABYBAY almost found Victor, but I still... I've watched Neon a lot at this point. Played Neon a lot at this point. And it's still surprising the speed that you get.
Yeah, they've done well to get to this point. So close to the finish line. It is. Similar look. Yeah, and the exact same. Nothing, no additional layer to it.
Wait, did crashies also knife close cat? So the speed, even though Supamen just gets 2 right there, Victor could get... Alright, Spike is down. This is a completely different situation, but look at Victor's position.
Last player standing.
Horizontal.
Flat. He's chalk on the ground.
Yeah, that was an interesting round out from OpTic. I surprised that Supamen got away with what he did.
Look, they're clearly experimenting. I mean, some of these ideas, a little. I'm just thinking back to that second round of the second half. They're just pushing. I mean, they had 2 ults to pair with it. They're just gonna flash, stun the corner, go quick. And they're all blind at this point. Still more flashes to follow up, and they don't know if Victor's actually out past that, so they have to give up the site.
But the thing is, OpTic didn't take it. At least initially, in the op is still air up in heaven. Supamen on the side to clean things up. It's just Yay left alone in this 1v3 through all of the chaos that ensued. He may have slipped in undetected. Oh, they know now. Couple to the back of the head as FaZe get to...
It looks like this time they might spring trap with that wall. No, not even using it.
Couple flashes early on. He's in a spot to make something happen. Nobody gets spammed through the smoke. The operator's offline.
Ridiculous from Marved.
That's the problem. Crashies can be 1-2, and here we go. OpTic again, reestablishing control.
I mean, giving them a taste of their own medicine.
Yep.
It's exactly the type of style that FaZe was approaching their attack side with. And they just peek past what would be the trademarks of Dicey, but offline in this situation. So BABYBAY doesn't have anything to even swing off of, and still Ye is also poking on the other side of the map.
One enemy remaining.
Just putting the finishing touches on the round here as Poach falls on top of that. A Prime Gaming full.
But it's always refinement from them. So, as we remember, he gets there so fast. Clearing close. And they're getting close to the ults that we keep talking about. But OpTic started off weak in their group, actually, if you remember last season.
Yeah, 3-2 at the end, right?
They came out with a loss right away against NRG. And they barely, I mean, they made it through with the skin of their teeth. I mean, they had to win their last match. But from there, it's history. They continuously improved map after map, comp after comp, bringing in new maps as well.
As much as OpTic have liked playing fast and doing fun things around Victor and crashies and finesse at the beginning of the round, a much different pace here as they slow things down to a creep.
They just wasted the dash. Unbelievable. New patch. BABYBAY tries to activate it. He thinks that it's coming. He feels uncertain. And it's gone now.
30 seconds left.
And they don't even know, but okay. Let's see, 25 seconds. This execute has to be beautiful.
Supamen's got to go big here. He's got some cover around him. A good flash initially to keep Dicey off. Supamen gets 2. That's massive. And now there's not a whole lot of time left. They're going to have to regain the spike and make a move very quickly. And Bala, I don't know that there's enough. You still have Dicey up top. Heaven. Victor's down. It's all on to Ye. Yeah, it's not going to happen that way. FaZe get to 8.
BABYBAY's not necessarily hitting that same performance, so I've got to step up.
Interesting look here. Victor's used his ult. Nobody playing logs. There is a little bit of resistance on the site. Now you see the Cosmic Divide coming through. No command to follow! Just a narrow angle there. He's not able to convert it. They've established control of B. Now it's going to be on FaZe to try to retake back with nothing but Supamen and Poached. Oh boy. Yeah, he ultimately gives the space up, understanding there's still strength in numbers. They can take this from a really advantageous position. Supamen trying to slip the net. Takes care of crashes. But are you expecting yay? No, they're not. Rolling Thunder leaves Supamen as a sitting duck as OpTic.
Win.